What's going on, guys? My name's Simon. Welcome back to another episode of Will It Rally. In this episode we are going to be taking this huge RV around the rally stage. I can't believe I've never done this, but we're going to do it today. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Right, we are going to get underway here in the RV in 3, 2 and a 1. Away we go now. Oh, I've ground the gearbox down to atoms there off the start line. That was terrible stuff. Oh dear, I've ricocheted myself into the barriers there, trying to cut the turn 1 as much as I could, and it hasn't worked out for me. We've got 100% turbo on this thing, so it's going to be wheel spinning all the way to the finish line. As soon as we get on the power, we're going to have to be quite tentative with our right foot here. Now coming along this not very straight, this thing likes to oversteer, mostly because of the turbo. Down into third gear now. That's some lovely heel and toe. We're going to have to try to miss this pole, but we'll miss this one as well. Goodness, that was an amazing miss there, considering this thing has the front end responsiveness of a barge. That was absolutely stupendous. Now up into fifth gear, because we want to avoid wheel spin at all costs, because you'll only spin out, hit something and then get stuck, because this thing, it's not the most refined mod, would be a kind way to put it. So if you hit something, you are almost certainly going to get stuck on it. Down to fourth, down to third, and we're just going to take it nice and easy through here. Ideally not hit anything. This is going to be like a road trip. Like you would use an RV in real life, this is going to be a bit of a road trip, a bit of a journey, where we can learn about ourselves and drink tea out of flasks. Anyway, coming along now to the jumpy jump road of many jumps. Brake at the ambulance there. Down to fourth, down to third. I fear that I might have outbraked myself slightly here. Oh, goodness me, get it turned. Oh, that's... well, I've glazed the barrier like a cake. And thankfully we haven't got stuck on it. I have got stuck a number of times on a number of different things. However, the turbo isn't paying us any dividends here. Oh, there it goes. That's the turbo kick for you. Now, up into third gear there. There's a gear there somewhere, and I've just about found it. Now, we're going to take it nice and easy across here. It shouldn't be anything too ridiculous. We just have to be careful going over the crests, because you never know, a small child might run out in front of us or something. Now, please, I'm worried whenever I go under a Red Bull inflatable that I'm going to get stuck on it. No, go down to second, please. There we go. I've spat everywhere, and that's not at all ideal. Now, just negotiate it around here. That's not good. Have we hit it? Have we hit it? Well, we've hit it, but we've glanced off of it. Now, down into first, up into second, just to get that turbo kick. Up into fourth. This thing is wheel spinning like it's stuck in the mud. Down to third. Now we'll just brake around here. Oh, put the clutch in, Simon, would you? Now, second gear. This is... I don't think it's going to be the most entertaining episode, but if you're from Norway and you enjoy watching the trains and boats and whatever going on their merry way, then you might enjoy this, because this is basically just a road trip around the beanbag bend. We've hit the barrier, and that's not very good, but we're going to get going nonetheless. There's the turbo kick, and we've come to expect that. Now, we're just a third of the way through the course, and it's not going particularly well so far. I have a feeling we're going to be a lot slower than the Peugeot 504 that is currently sitting at last place on the leaderboard. It might help if I had a bit of stability control, but I'm a man and I run with 0% stability control just to prove my masculinity. Because real men run with no stability control. We all know that to be true. And if you run with 0% masculinity control, if you run with 0% stability control, you are obviously more of a man than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. There we go, masculinity control. I am going to have to make that into merch someday. If that becomes a running gag on the channel, then I'm going to be so happy. We've hit the barrier, and we're now stuck. Oh no, we're not. We've glitched out of it. That is miraculous. Now, first gear, what we're just going to do is light up the rear tyres, get a bit of heat into them. They'll grip a bit more. They're not quite stone cold, but they're nearly stone cold. Now, second gear up into third. That was miraculous. I was hoping I wouldn't have to restart it. I've had to do that a number of times from getting stuck on different things. And my throat is already getting slightly sore. Treat that smacks you in the face. Ow! There we go. That's a good smack in the face with the height of the RV. We're just going to take it nice and slowly around here because we don't want to go anywhere near the invisible walls that get you stuck as soon as you hit them, because apparently they're at an acute angle and they just completely suppress the front suspension. Up into third along the fan fiction straight. We're doing 50 kilometers an hour. That's not particularly great. Oh, a bit of oversteer there in fourth gear. Short shift to fifth. We're doing 75 k's. It's not even motorway speeds. There's 90. Short shift up into... There is no sixth gear, Simon. Why did you try to do that? 100 kilometers an hour. There we go. We're just going to keep it at 100 because this is just about manageable. Now, coming over the crest, we're going to downshift to fourth, and we're going to try not to hit that stone wall or any of the marshals or the log piles. I think the log piles would be absolutely deadly to this thing. Third gear, second gear, we're going to knock it right down into first gear here, and we're just going to take it super easy around here. This really isn't an entertaining episode, is it? Apart from the masculinity control, this is quite boring. Mind you, what did you expect from watching an RV go around a rally stage? It's never going to be the most enthralling thing ever, even with 100% turbo. I mean, I'm trying to make it entertaining, but it doesn't lend itself to gripping motorsport action, does it? This is a precarious corner at the best of times, and it's even more difficult in an RV, but we've managed it with, well, I won't say ease, but with some amount of good fortune, I suppose. Now, Red Bull inflatable. Oh, I nearly hit that. That was nearly disastrous. Oh dear, that's oversteer. I'm not happy. I'm not happy bunny anymore. Anyway, now coming through this left-right little kink, I suppose you could call it. Not quite as kinky as the masculinity control, albeit. Down into third. Oh, goodness me, I'm going to hit this so hard. Oh, please don't get stuck. Please. Oh, I've just about glanced it. That was... Well, that was heart-in-mouth stuff for a moment there. Third gear, now fourth gear. Of course, excellent visibility in the RV as you are so high up, and you can actually see underneath the bonnet and through the front grille, which is ideal, I suppose, just in case you're worried about if you hit that rabbit that ran out in front of you, you can check. Or if you hit a seagull with the front of your RV, you can check if it's still there, and potentially... Oh, goodness, that was scary. This is... Well, I mean, it's like Euro Truck Simulator, honestly. Apart from I overshoot corners a lot more than I would in ETS2. Now, fourth gear, Red Bull inflatable. This has turned into a bit of a podcast. I've hit something. I think that was the inflatable. That's an extremely rigid inflatable, it has to be said. Now down to third gear. This is some of the best driving you will ever see. This is, well, not because it's particularly fast. We're going to hit the Christmas tree there. It's not because it's particularly fast, but it's because I'm managing the oversteer and actually driving appropriately to the conditions, which is something that you don't often see from Simon SNB, the Rally Master, the Fence Master, the Camping Master, and the oversteer catching 100% turbo master. We got a smack in the face from that tree, which was lovely, and that tree, which is absolutely fantastic. Now braking coming over this crest so we don't fly off into the wilderness with bare grills. Now round that quick left-hander, which wasn't taken particularly quickly. We're doing 97 kilometers an hour. That's, well, we're bouncing off the top of third gear. Now as we come through the final few corners down into third gear, what time is this going to be? If it's more than 10 minutes with the slowest, and it is, oh my goodness me, we're not the slowest, and we hit that, and we're right up on top of it now, and that is, I'm going to see if I can reverse off that. I can, that's miraculous. There we go, 8 minutes 54 flat, and well, I'm not sure where that puts us, but it certainly isn't last, which is a miracle by my standards. So yeah, I suppose if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and feel free to subscribe. But apart from that, my name's been Simon, and I'm trying to find a good camera angle to end the video. That's certainly not it. I think I'm inside a Marshall. That's not it either. There we go, we'll end off on that one. So, if you did enjoy the video, please do leave a like and feel free to subscribe. But apart from that, my name's been Simon, you've just lost all your brain cells watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.